Just kidding.
Guys, Monday. I love Mondays. At least there's beer. What are we looking at today? Yeah, there's a whole lot of awesome going on there. 1554 from New Belgium. This is another one from Ed, USAF Ed. And this one is 5.6% by volume, and it is classified as a black lager. I don't know why. I haven't met too many black lagers that have really puffed the old skirt up, but I guess we can see what happens with this one. I don't know. I guess the most appropriate thing to open a black lager is a black dick. So what'd you guys do today? Today was less than fun. You know what a dingo is? And I'm not fielding the answer from Travis, Ed, or Heffy, or Nick, or Paul. A dingo is a kind of like a utility device that kind of a high-end production line from Toro. You can put everything. I mean, there's like, I think there's something like 35 different attachments you can get for this thing. And the one that I have is the post hole digger gets used quite a bit, but this was the street sweeper. We had to clean out the parking lot, you know, get all the dirt and shit out of the potholes to do a little paving tomorrow, and there's a whole story in there. But I tried to. It was pretty windy today. I always try to be downwind of the thing. I should have taken a picture of how I looked when I looked in the mirror. Obama would have been, "Hey, bro!" So this black lager is fairly dark. Not real dark, though. It's kind of maybe just a pinch darker than a brown ale. When was the last time I did a brew review? This weekend was kind of fun. I mean, it all worked out, but it was kind of a train wreck. John Huber was supposed to be here by 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, and we were going to go do a little shooting. He wants to see a little, I mean, here in Minnesota, bump fire, but gets you about as close as you can go to full auto. And wanted to see that with his brake. He's actually seen full auto, and had some mechanical setbacks and had to turn around, and was going to shoot for Sunday. So I decided to do our normal family breakfast on Saturday, and went out and did some work on the boat. Had an area where the roller broke during its previous ownership, and put a small dent in the hull, which turned out to end up being a small hole in the hull. So I did a bunch of fiberglass repairs in that area, and then 3 layers of fresh fiberglass up that whole area, 4 layers of the resin, and commenced on painting. And officially, as of right now, it's done and can be lowered back on the trailer tomorrow. So maybe go out tomorrow, or possibly Wednesday. I'm a bachelor Wednesday and Thursday. Someone's taking off to go see. Probably going to be her last concert to be able to see Motley Crue. Kind of smells a lot like a a brown ale. Now, in full disclosure, somewhere in the past I have had 1554. When? Not within the last 4 or 5 years. So it's sort of new. I've also not had any alcohol yet today. Can line. I guess while I was painting, Greg made up one of his chick drinks, which I only call them a chick drink because they sound like a chick drink. Now, if he actually gives them to a chick, it's sort of like a rupee. But right now, I might as well be drunk because the last thing I sprayed on was a 2-part epoxy clear coat, and even though I had the back door of the garage open and the front door of the garage opened, it wasn't enough. So cheers. Like I said, not usually a huge fan of the not usually a huge fan of the black lagers, but this one's got some decent flavors. Probably back when I had this last was the my highlight for the weekend would have probably been a couple of 20 cans of Busch. Up front, it has a lighter mouthfeel, but it does decent on flavors. Kind of a like a milk chocolate. Got the roasted malts. Maybe just a little bit of a smokiness to it. Not a lot. Now, why it starts off kind of feeling like it's going to be a fairly light-bodied beer, but like right in the middle, it starts to get a little bit more chalky, a little bit, the thickness kind of comes on a little bit. I mean, it's got a decent cling factor on the glass. Of course, you know, we are cheating. This is a flavor-enhancing glass, and this is one of mine, not one of the cool ones from Matt. So yeah, you kind of get that chocolate, smoky maltiness, and then kind of it's definitely not bitter, just kind of a void there for a moment. And then all that initial flavors kind of come back, but it's just a little bit thicker, like a chocolate shake kind of residue kind of follow up. 5.6%. Kind of a, sorry, I'm just looking, running. What the hell is in that black box? But I remember now it's one of those levitating top things. I don't know if I've ever shown it, but it used to sit over there, which is considering it's one great big ass magnet, I didn't want it that close to the computer. Just check, see if it's someone important, and yes, it is. It's my Samantha. And typical of my daughter, either something political, or in this particular case, that guy seems well armed. What has he got there? Conceal and carry. 1, 2, 3, 4 guns holstered. That's good. I like that guy. She's been pretty happy with the job. They're During the summer, I think they work work normal hours. Actually, I don't know why. Maybe it's. I should ask her why the hell they're doing that. She's about to switch to 10s. A lot of places will switch to 10s in the summer so that they can rotate guys around, and maybe you'll have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of a thing. I don't know. When I worked for the union, it was originally 4 10s, and I don't know. To be honest, I could take them or leave them. I'd rather have the option of, doing whatever the hell I want. Like Chuck would tell you I'd do anyway. And, if I wake up early, start ridiculous early, and be done ridiculously early. And the last places I worked was, they just wanted to feel so in control. Isn't 40 hours what, that was what we were expected to work. Isn't 40 hours 40 hours? Regardless if you were to say work 14 or 16 on a Monday, and especially since at the last stint I was there was this little sawed off piece of shit that didn't have a, I'm sure he probably got his ass kicked all the time when he was in high school. Dusty. Just one of these guys that, woke up with no penis, and he was about, 4 feet tall, and the only way he seemed like he could get any kind of respect is to, treat everybody like shit. And I personally don't know a single person that liked him. There was a couple of guys that would tolerate him, but yeah, he got adiosed from the company. Unfortunately, a lot of decent fitters all left because they couldn't deal with him. So the company exchanged a lot of really good guys for an asshole. But I'm sure everybody out there has had at least one job, if not the one you're on now, where there's probably at least one asshole. At least she didn't fall down the stairs. She had a checkup. On Friday, and the vet was pretty happy. The vet's like, "Oh, she's like at a perfect weight. She's got, she's really looking good." I don't know. They're little workhorse dogs, that's for sure. She's getting up there, though. She is 10. New Belgium's 1554. Where do I put this on the E scale? Considering I would normally, on the shelf, thanks to Ed, and and got a chance to give her a try again, I'd have to say that depending on what the other options were, if I was in the mood for for something like this, I would definitely get this again. And on the E scale, I am going to give it an 8. So, yeah, what would it pair well with? A glass. No, that's a Captain Obvious thing. I don't know. Dinner, a TV, a lawn chair, a cigar. What should we look at tomorrow? Granted, I will openly admit, don't know until my computer comes back. Doing the editing really sucks. The amount of time that it takes has gone like 10 times what it used to be. Definitely have a new respect for my laptop. But if there is a tomorrow, you just never know. Especially with the biggest piece of shit socialist douchebag as president, and according to my information, there's still I don't even want to mention it. That scrotum holder destroys our freedoms for a while there on an hourly basis. So, you know, the next thing will be some kind of a nuclear device will be delivered because thanks to Obama, we are paying them now to develop nuclear weapons. So, next time we get together, which I will try for tomorrow, but we'll have to see, is from definitely hands down one of my favorite breweries. I've only had maybe one thing from them that I haven't really cared for, and that's because it was a Pilsner, and I don't give a shit who you are. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does an outstanding Pilsner. So if I ran the zoo at a high-end craft brewery, I wouldn't even produce a Pilsner. There's enough of them already out there. This one is a pale ale, and it's called Lollygager, and it is from Bent Paddle, my local brewery. And unfortunately, you're just going to have to take my word on it. Unless you're coming to the shoot this year, then you would have the opportunity to try a few things. Or if you're like Johnny Watson, you just stock up and bring it home with you. Alcohol percentage on this is 5.2%. And it'll be interesting to see how this stacks up against my favorite, which is Bent. And if I remember, I actually might stop and grab some Bent just because the refrigerator is void of them at this moment in time, and could maybe do a little comparison side by side. Other than that, gonna have to do the reschedule the thing with John and get out and do a little bit of shooting. I do have some things coming up with surprise surprise with Through Night. I feel strongly enough about the Through Night lights that I don't even give a shit if they even want to help me. I'm planning on giving away at least 3 of their lights, and hopefully we'll get feedback from whoever gets them. One of them for sure is going to be the TH10, but I think I'm going to start it off with, and I'm sorry Johnny, because I'm going to need it to do the video showing what I'm giving away, and then I'll probably be dropping that in the mail to you, and that's the TI4, the pen light. That'll probably be the first one I'm going to give away. I also like to give away the TI3 and the headset. So I'll try to do some kind of a video, because I wanted to get some feedback, so I'm sending Johnny the pen light, because that's he's a guy that goes and beats the shit out of flashlights, because when he's doing what he does, he needs a flashlight, so he uses them all the time. So be a good test bed. So Johnny, if I don't talk to you, probably talk to you anyway tonight before this comes out. I'm sorry, I was planning on putting that in the mail, and decided I needed it to show what it looks like. So sorry. Okay, so you guys be good, and we will. Oh, Chuck, the weather today was overcast. 55 degrees, felt really good while I was standing behind my dingo. So cheers, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.